Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. New coins hitting the market, new things happening, and, you know, Bitcoin really holding strong. We are about to see what looks like another big leg up for this market. We will see. To the people that left, are they going to be kicking themselves for jumping out of this market and missing these juicy, juicy gains from these amazing prices that we were able to gobble up? It looks to be that way. You know, the people that can't hang usually lose and miss out. So we'll see what happens. Let's get that music back up and running. We're going to find out as we break it down every single day in the charts. Shout out to all the crypto lifers out there, people that have dedicated themselves to crypto. MAZZE has just hit MEXC. Brand new coin on the game. It's 007. Who knows what could happen to it? I grabbed a little bit of it, not a lot, enough to willing to lose. See what happens. Usually very risky to buy a coin the second it comes out here, but it always had that. It has a quick double up from 3 to 7. Already doubled up immediately when it hit the exchange, though. So we'll see what happens. MAZZE. So if you got it early, you're already up a bit, and this thing may continue. You never know. Brand new coin on the scene. I've been talking about it for days on days. Every single day I brought it up. And it finally hit MEXC today. I didn't even realize it was going to hit MEXC until this morning. So this all kind of came together out of nowhere. It looks, and I promise you I wasn't paid for this. I don't know what, I don't know the team. I don't know anybody about it. I'm just on my game when it comes to new coins and what's happening in the market. All right. And you can see this thing 7373, $20 million market cap, very high risk, very, very small, right? Do your own research. Never do what you see here on, always do your own research and find out more before you jump on in. It is on MEXC, though. MEXC is the place to be. MEXC has the coins. All right. It just does. All right. 0 spot maker fee, 0.1 spot taker fee, and then 0.01 future fee. You can't beat those fees anywhere else in the market. So if it's applicable in your area with people from all around the world here, jump on into MEXC. All right. They will KYC. You have to use an ID. Get yourself an RNS ID today to KYC if that's what you need to be doing for MEXC. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you and we love you. We thank you so much for your viewership and always being here and staying positive no matter what. Don't forget about Based AI. I did buy it, but I just, and I push coins that I believe have a real narrative behind them and have enough of a community. And I think Based AI has both, right? Another new coin I'm going to bring up later on that just came out. Something interesting to look at. We're going to look at too and find out, is it worth it to jump on in or not? And only time will tell. So let's break down Bitcoin like we do every day. If you're in my trading group, we were watching the 1 minute flag last night. And I didn't open up a trade. I'm not saying I nailed it. But we were looking at this flag last night on the 1 minute right here. And I said if I was going to trade anything, I was like, I'd trade this, this flag here. Seems like it kind of went down, up and down, did a double bottom there, came up, came back down again, and then ripped again, though. But it was a big move for Bitcoin, for about $1,000 move from 65.5 to 66.5. And you know me, I just want to see that weekly candle close above some key areas. So we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about what I see happening for Bitcoin on the bigger and the smaller time frames. And here we go for BTC. And I do this multiple times a day, sometimes 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 4. It depends on what I'm looking at and what I want to see out of the market, right? So first off, is the fact that we bounced beautifully and we never really closed a weekly candle below 60,000. So 60K was beautiful weekly support. We never lost it. You could call it even like 59.9, 60,000, right? And then my beautiful area at 65.5 that I've probably talked about, I don't know, 80, 90 times in this channel, maybe more, right? But, I stay true to these weekly supportive resistance areas. And if we close a weekly candle above 65.5, that's going to make me a very happy man. And then we just got to get above 67.2. And then we get above 67.2. And to me, like, that's it. That's kind of it. We ripped to all-time highs and we leave this area in the dust. And we're on our way up to $80,000, $90,000 BTC. If you were to trade this, it's just a flag like I've showed everybody here in my trading group and I go over every day, and a flag has a measured move. And that measured move takes us, if we position it somewhat correctly, we're talking 96,000, somewhere to between $96,000 and $97,000. And it says it could get there by the end of July. So interesting times. And again, this is just, who knows? Like, my trajectory could be somewhat off. I'm never perfect with timing. I almost hit a Bitcoin 69,000 call for Bitcoin though. I was 9 days off. That was one of my most epic calls ever out of a cup and handle. It's still in my profile if you want to check it out on TradingView. I have a bunch of those predictions that you can't ever erase, and that was pretty crazy. just nonchalantly putting the lemon into the water. Let's stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking water as much as you can. Get off that booze. That alcohol ain't going to do much for you. Going to give you that feeling of euphoria, make you feel like everything's fine when it's really not. A false sense of security really is what alcohol provides. And then next thing you know, you're back where you started again with low frequency, low self-esteem. And alcohol doesn't really build you up, doesn't really help you get somewhere. You want to find endorphins within yourself. You want to be the one creating the high. You know, like when you work out, you do get a high. There's a high from working out. Find that high, gravitate to that high, go for that. You know, life is full of chemicals. There is going to be an input, output, no matter what you do. Go for those natural highs that you create and get addicted to those. And you'll be surprised how much higher you can get out of life when you go after natural highs. So anyway, believe me, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Let's take a look at this beautiful falling wedge that broke out on the 3-day chart. And that's a beautiful 3-day candle, bullish engulfing. I mean, everything is starting to kind of pay off and look pretty nicely for Bitcoin. Again, we do have resistance here. We'd have to break above 67,002, 67 in the wicks even here for us to remain bullish. You could hit it here and call that just the old double top and we'll fall to the downside. We must break above this new, this resistance here. So, I'm the guy that loves the bullishness, but I always break down exactly kind of what's actually happening. However, I love the fact that we got that move though. We were battling here for days. We were in this trouble area, and any moment we could have dropped back inside this pattern and went down to 55,000. So beautiful that we got the move to the upside. I was able to see it on the 4-hour time frame. We're going to break that down. How did I call the move? I just literally drew this flag, and I saw that my indicators were curving on the stochastic, curving, lack of momentum on the MACD. And I saw a falling wedge that breaks up 68% of the time. And so for my trading group, I said, everyone, I'm about to long this 4-hour here. Then we got the candle, I got the follow up, and then I said if we continue to break above the 200 SMA, we will fly. And that's kind of where we stand now. And now we're kind of here. And everyone's wondering, okay, Sam, you got us here, now what? If you figured it out, and that's we figured out the retest. We saw that they made a fake out retest, right? Which means they got people to long. They shredded the longs, which means they got people to short. They made people think we were going to run inside the pattern. People multi-shorts. They shredded those shorts up. Made us think there was really a final retest again. They shredded the longs that were gone into the retest. Then they went sideways, tripping people out, shredded the shorts again, shredded the longs again. And then naturally, because it was an overgrown period of downtrend, there was more shorts, and then they shredded the shorts. By trading the 200 SMA, you won't even have to know any of that, but that's kind of what happened here, right? And most people got liquidated pretty nicely, all right? So this is kind of where we stand. You can see the previous support or resistance here for Bitcoin now. And we don't want to see Bitcoin break back into 64.8, like 64,800 is going to be my line in the sand there. We break back below that, then you're going to have to test 62.9, 63,000. So, and I told everybody, wait for the 21-day moving average to touch price action on the 4-hour time frame. And that's just what we're going to have to wait for. It looks like we're going to get pulled a little more sideways, but that's a preemptive golden cross right there. 50 about to cross the 200, This could be a double top. I'm open-minded, and this could drop, and then we could continue, and this could be a dump. You have to be open-minded. We have resistance at 66,700, 66,750, right? 66,7. So resistance. 3, 5 candles, 6, 8 candles really have had, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles have had trouble here. I mean, that's a lot on the 4-hour time frame. So we have a resistance for Bitcoin that we, at the same time, when I see moving averages get this tight and start their journey, that's usually the beginning of a monster move. And I look at this also like the shoulder, head, shoulder. It was somewhat of a complex inverted. We kept talking about it even before the right shoulder was built. All right. So we break the 200 SMA, we get tightness, we see a golden cross approaching. And again, everyone says a golden cross is latent. Of course it's latent. That's why you front run it. All right. You start DCAing in here. All right. So what I want to see is one of two things, right? 4-hour make a nice bull pennant, some type of channel here. I don't have to be 100% right on how it happens. I just have to be right that it consolidates. You get what I'm saying? And I don't even have to be right, but it would be nice if it just, if it follows this move. I mean, then it's just a beautiful move for Bitcoin to the upside. And I can't tell you how many times Bitcoin did exactly what it was supposed to do in these bigger time frames. Everyone doesn't think, oh, you're going to get stopped at. You can't trade the no, but it just does what it's supposed to do. That would be a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio. You could even lower this. You could get, if you wanted to go that low, I'd keep it somewhere here to 4.5. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the price action to touch that 21-day moving average. Sorry, I was supposed to mute myself there. When you fail hardcore on live stream by the lifer. So I want to see this consolidate tightly inside this zone and then get ready for a bigger move to the upside. That's what I'm looking for here for Bitcoin. Okay. So I understand this resistance, and I understand this could be a double top M and we could dump to the downside. But because I'm front running a golden cross, moving averages are tight, Stokes are kind of moving for us. It tells me there could be a move here for BTC. All right. I didn't get my Morpheus. Why? I did. I saw it. It was there. Oof. I know, right? You guys are behind there. It's like, whoa. As a 50-year-old, I feel you. I know, right? Funny. So we're looking for this to get tight and the 21 to meet up. And that's, I keep kind of talking about that. We did get a beautiful bounce last night. Love to see it. We can trade the smaller time frames. But this is kind of what I see happening. All right. So we'll leave that alone for now. And this is just something I'm going to show you guys in a second. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. But the trading group already knows. Also, the trading group, you get. I talk about a lot of things here on the live. But in the trading group, you know about them before everybody else. You know what I mean? Not that it matters, but you do know, like if I go over something or I talk about a coin, usually I've gone over it at least at first. Not all the time. There is some, a lot of genuine moments here on the stream too that are just, I say, hey, I'm going to bring this up right now in front of everyone. So watching this 10-minute flag, like this thing could blast to the upside, right? So the smaller time frames look somewhat bullish to me for Bitcoin, right? Above the 200 SMA, coiling up. Same channel, right? It's that same flag on the 4-hour time frame. So there's a chance like we just start to get busy here, right? The 15-minute looks like it wants to pump. What if we get a massive move up to 71,000 today? Like right now, It's unlikely based on the volume we get on the weekend, on the Friday, but there's a chance, That's a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio with a stop loss at a decent area. It's pretty deep too. So let me take a look at this on the futures. The Perpetua. So look, they went and grabbed the stop losses, came back up, reclaimed 66,000, went to 65.8, got back above the 200 SMA. So anyway, if you try to trade this flag, grabbed it. So let's take a look here at what's happening. Shout out to the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you so much. Hit that like button if you like what you're seeing, like what you're doing. You like your life. If you like your life, hit the like button. If you're happy, because I'm part of your life today, so that means you're in a good mood. If you stay positive all the time, if you're building your reality through how you create your life, with the way you think, with your thought process, with your positive energy and positive vibes, and you know that you create all the good things that are happening in your life, you're in charge. You're in charge of the bad. You're in charge of the good. Use your mind to create good only. The devil will work his way in. Depression will fight its way. It'll do everything it can to break you down and turn you against yourself. It will. The world has this way of, that's why you have to become hard. You don't become hard on by accident. You become hard because you have to. You see? It's the way to survive. And, to me, creating a shell like a kind of like an iron dome, so to speak, with all this stuff going on, a key word there, but to create an iron dome against negative energy in my life becomes basically the habit, the habitual habit. That's what I'm going after on a daily basis, right? And eventually we get better at it, and it becomes our strength, and our strength becomes our ability to propel negativity. And we get better and stronger and better and stronger, right? So could this go to 72,000? 273? Stop loss low at 64,497. We get a crazy short squeeze today for Bitcoin. I'll risk 150 for 5 and then see where it goes, right? If I start to gain, or 2 for 6, if I get into the gain, I'll take some profit maybe halfway up. So I just entered a trade here using the 15-minute time frame. It looks bullish to me. And there's some nice consolidation here. And Bitcoin's been bouncing actually from 65.8. I'm actually late to the party here. But the Stokes are low. The 1 hour got above the 200, and there's a lot of coins above. There's a lot of, if we lose the 200, then I'll think about closing the trade even before I hit the stop possibly. Hey, Lifer, there's a big resistance between 67.5 and 68.5. Yeah, we just talked about it too. The white light of infinite projection. Amen. How much lev are you using, Lifer? 37x lev. Using on the $195. I thought I used more. It's weird. When I looked at the trade, I thought I had put way more in. But again, and then you can just see the risk reward ratio. My liquidation is 64.84. Is that a lot higher than my stop? Yeah, I made a mistake there. My liquidation is higher than my stop loss. See, I got to pay attention to that. I didn't notice that. It's one thing I do when I'm live that I usually don't do when I'm, I don't check my confirmation window and make sure my liquidation is, basically. So now it's a higher risk trade than I want it to be. I may cancel it and redistribute because I like to have my stop loss actually be my stop. At the same time, I could lose $200. And if I win, I could win like $600. So it's like, but this one I would actually get liquidated basically because the stop loss, the liquidation is way closer than the stop loss, right? So I'm thinking of taking that off the table right now and just re-looking at it because I'd like it to be the way it's supposed to be. Right now, I'm way above my risk, like way above my usual risk. I'll lose the money quicker and I'm closer to the edge, We'll see. I'll gamble, and I'm not trying to, I don't want to make it, proper risk management is key. So look, I even made a mistake here because I went a little too fast. So that's good, something to point out. Don't, you want your stop, because my stop loss is supposed to be 497. You can see my liquidation is 848. So, and it's a Friday. There's high chance of losing your trades on a Friday too. So like, if I was up $1,000 in the week, I wouldn't then go bet $2,000 on a Friday, and I might bet $100, or not bet. I might risk $100. You know what I'm saying? Depending. So we'll see where the trade goes, right? We're not risking too much. It won't bury me if I lose the trade, right? So we'll see what happens. I like, if I was redoing this, I would stick to my 3-to-1 though, my 3.5-to-1. Now let's see what I did to the trade here. I mean, it's not bad. I just made the trade a little higher, a little better for me in a way. It's not too bad. All right, it could be worse. It could be way worse. It's a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio, and I'm still at a pretty low point. All right, that's not as bad as I assumed. So there you go. So the trade still basically stands. It's a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. Risk 100 for $400, right? 200 for 800, and see where it goes. And that's what it is. Like, you take a shot, and that's trading. You do your math, you do your due diligence, and you take a shot, and you go from there. So the 4 hour looks interesting to me. This looks interesting to me. And yeah, we're getting tight, consolidating. The moving average is getting very close together. It usually means we're going to dump or pump. So something's happening soon for Bitcoin on this Friday. And then I look for BOOKMAP for liquidity, and they got the liquidity right where I want it. Like, I look for my target to get liquidity. We got 71,000. I know they don't got 71, but they got 68, 67.6. I'll take $400 if we get to that key area. So, but they got liquidity above us provided, and there's a little bit of a short squeeze right there. And price action starting to bounce right now. We're getting a little bit of a vibrational energy there, which usually creates a move. So are we about to watch a Sammy short squeeze here? It looks like something's brewing. And now there's one. All right. This is how it begins. You hear your computer, right? The fans start to... BOOKMAP starts to pump up. This is BOOKMAP, everybody. Link to BOOKMAP in the description. If you want to jump on into BOOKMAP, it teaches us where the liquidity is. And it kind of adds to the trade, just helps us, visualize a little bit. And look at this squeeze happening now. Can we get a bit of a short squeeze here further to the upside? Insanity, right? Right as I open the trade, this could get crazy here. I'm nicely in the green now. Shout out to everybody watching on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go. 66,420 Bitcoin holding. But again, it's the weekend. It's the Friday afternoon. It's basically the week. It's Friday, so be careful. It's Friday afternoon. It's 10:30 in the morning, Sam, but it feels like Friday afternoon, right? It's weird. It's 10:30. I've been streaming for 20 minutes. It feels like I've been streaming for 2 hours, right? Insanity. So grateful for you learning so much. I hope you learn a lot. All right. It's about the moving averages. And look, we got a VRVP. We're above the red line on the VRVP, which is the point of control. Being above the point of control is a likely play for a move to the upside. Nothing's guaranteed at all. Low stochastics. I just do the probabilities that I've seen play out. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. All right. So stay blessed, everybody. Stay blessed. Sammy cup and handy on all the small time frames. Okay. I see where yeah. A bit of look, this is kind of a cup with a handle there too. All right, there's a cup with a handle. Bang, bang, bang. We had a beautiful screen share last night. If you jumped on into the screen share, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of the weekly screen share. We love you, we care about you, and we thank you so much. We do have a recorded version of it in the screen share, weekly screen share section. And I go over, coins that I'm looking at, what I'm DCing into, what's hot, what's not, and just all sorts of fun stuff like that. So if that excites you and gets you going, I would join my trading group just for that weekly screen share. So a lot of people say the weekly screen share is worth the monthly fee. Yeah, I believe it because we do a lot and it's in depth, and I usually spend a lot of time with the group. So just wanted to see one thing if it was working. Last night there was like a lag on my metrics for whatever reason. Yeah, I thought they were just doing some due diligence. So Maneki, Biconomy, BICO keeps coming up. Biconomy keeps kind of coming into the mix there, right? So we'll see. Screen share Thursday are the highlights of my approaching weekend. Haven't missed a screen share in months and months. Man, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. I really hope you get a lot out of them. Need help, lifer, cup and handle. Does it have a target? Yes, cup and handles have targets. All right. Let me show you. I'm just going to draw a generic cup and handle, right? So you'll get a cup. You'll get a handle, right? And you'll see price action will be doing this. There's usually a wick down here, a wick somewhere here, right? And then there's usually a wick up, and and I find I take the wick to the wick, and then I lay it down, and that's where the cup and handle loves to hit over and over again. Sometimes the wick's at the center, sometimes it's a little adjusted right, and most of the time it's a little adjusted left, the lowest point inside the cup. And I found the algorithm takes the point of the low to the point of the high, ranges that, and then nails it to the target. Okay. I love being exit liquidity, but I know God will sort me out just fine. I don't live in fear. God bless you, Paul. I hope you don't become exit liquidity. Let's take a look at what some people, is GME over? I didn't jump into GME. There was some FOMO for me for sure. I was like, I should just, but I just didn't jump in, right? It's not me to jump to run on the bandwagon. Like I go my own way. Going my own way, like when I started this channel, other people were doing crypto. It wasn't like I was the only guy who ever did a crypto channel, but in my life and around me, nobody was doing a crypto YouTube channel. And it didn't seem like it was the cool thing to do in life, but I knew the community of people that I wanted to be around. And I knew that if I did crypto that we would join together and I would meet so many beautiful people. The crypto people are amazing. Crypto is full of so many awesome individuals. It really is. I've met so many amazing people in cryptocurrency, and they really bring a lighter side to life. They're very humble, very strong-willed people that have gone their own way. Many people that have been independent and had fought through it all. So that's why we call us the lifers, because it's like it took your life to get here. You know, it means a lot to me. Crypto lifers, like the brand is everything. Like when you make a brand, the brand should stand for something, right? And that will keep the brand alive forever. So like when we have group meetings, when everyone's together, when, you know, all me and the dream workers are killing, you know, hanging out, which that's who normally people would say employees. I'll call dream workers my team. But when we're hanging out, talking, building, you know, designing, thinking, in our minds, it's, you know, I put my life into this, and my whole team knows that, and they put their life. And it's like, and we see how many people put their lives into crypto to change it. Like, this is a big thing, you know, attempting to change your life. Like, it's not a joke when you join my trading group. I remember when I was struggling and where I was in life and how hard it was to get ahead, and what it felt like to gain just even a couple gains. I was like, wow, like I could make a couple thousand, you know? So anyway, GME is back at the 786. If you believe in the movement and you believe in that it could pump, I mean, a lot of people are panic selling right now. Look, 5,000 sell, 6,000 sell. People who maybe put in here and now they're like, ooh, but that's the perfect time to buy the 786 Fibonacci retracement. And I do see these coins traditionally follow the technical analysis. So that tells you that, you know, again, I don't think I'm going to touch it. If I did, I'd put like a half a soul in there or something. You know what I mean? It would, or maybe one soul coin for fun and see where it would go, right? But that's it. If I had some soul left over in my wallet, maybe I'll jump in. But, you know, that it's like, right? Like I own soul. I put 100 grand in soul at 109. So like, that was my big move. Like, you know what I mean? I would love to chase a meme coin and make 100 mil tomorrow, or 16 mil tomorrow, or 20 mil off 100 grand. It would be great. All right. Well, only time will tell, but that definitely is the 786 Fibonacci retracement area. So we'll see. But that's where, you know, and you got low stochastics after a big run up, and people took their profits, right? It makes sense. Thank you for all you ever said, man. May you and your family receive everything you desire in life and more. Keep being the voice of the voiceless. God bless Pong May. We love you and we appreciate you, man. And I'm honored to think that you think that about me. So thank you. God bless, brother. God bless. Yeah, so we're just watching this flag here, and it's likely to come back down, go sideways. No guarantees this trade will play out. Just be very careful. High risk on a Friday. Just know that it is Friday. It's funny, I always go against my rules, but I'm an entertainer too, and I want you guys to see a live trade, and I want to put my money where my mouth is and see what happens in the market. So Bitcoin will probably go back to 64K in a few hours. GME is on MAZZE. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, but it just came out on Dex Screener. You're going to get like that whole... You're going to get more information on Dex Screener, in my humble opinion. I could be wrong, but usually you do. Like, because usually it comes out on Dex Screener and for 5 or 6 days, and then it hits MAZZE. And that just goes to show how hot MAZZE is. Like, they don't miss. Like, something's out for a moment, they're all over it. Like, they got it, you know? But look, they have it here. And like, see, this chart doesn't... You can't really see the Fibonacci. You have no idea really what's happening on the chart here. Too strong resistance at 66.5 will go down. There will be a liquidity grab at 58.59, then it will move. Who knows, man? I see people say things like that. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, and I do it every single day. I have no clue where Bitcoin's going to go. I take a shot, right? As a trader, I take a shot on probabilities based on years of doing this. See, years of doing this, you won't make outlandish statements like it's going to do this because you've been seeing the market do so many different things, right? Fear and Greed Index sitting at 74. Very interesting to see it that high. I wouldn't expect it to see it that high, but it is. Interesting. Shout out to the channel sponsor, I Trust Capital. Buy and sell gold, cryptocurrency, or silver, right, with your IRA. It's pretty awesome. And they're open 24/7, so during the dips when you can't get into your ETF because they're only on the weekdays, you can buy here. So this gives it an edge on ETFs. It's a really awesome thing. And I would find out more about I Trust Capital. Hit the QR code on your phone if you're watching on your computer, or on your phone if you're watching on your computer if you're on your phone. Interesting. But and we'll see you there at I Trust Capital. Okay. Link also in the description below. Shout out to iTrust Capital. They are a channel sponsor. We appreciate that. Lifer used the mistake you make to educate us. Can you add an additional take profit in such a case? You can always add additional take profits for sure. Yeah, there's no reason why not to. Yeah. But for me, that was, yeah, exactly. You're right. I could add one and then take it away, but you can't, see, in that case, you can't, because now you're, you know, my wifer and I both have iTrust Capital accounts. Look at that. Rave Song Records. Holding it down. Doing the right thing with the good foot, man. Amazing. I've been DCing into Game GPT. Seems like a great price at the moment. Moo coin back at Sir Mexi. Exact, you're funny. Sammy Cup and Handy, 1 minute, big break possible. This like cup and handle here. Yeah, that's a possible cup. There's a cup with a handle. I'm with you on that. For me, it's like we were in this little channel and they wanted to break it. Like they, you know, they're just going to get all those stop losses down here and then they're going to rip it. Leave the, you know, they left it, broke it, made it look like a bearish retest multiple times, and then brought you back inside, and then got back above the 200 SMA and decided to poop, you know, decide to pump to the upside. So crazy, man. When you miss like, you get like linguistic structured. Let me tell you something, kids. Hey, live streaming every day ain't what you want to be doing, huh? I've been doing it my whole life, and I'm stuck behind a computer screen over here. You want to go see the world. You want to go sailing. You want to go dig a hole. Don't become a live streamer like me. All right? A life worth living. I connected. I saw the world, but I was behind the screens till my eyes burned. All right? My hand hurt. Go be something else, kid. Go be better than me. Go fly. Go buy a yacht. Anyway, Ton coin is hot right now, and there's something brewing with Ton and some other things going on, and there's going to be more with that ecosystem. So get excited, because there's just going to be so much coming out of that ecosystem. More new coins, more memes. This is more millionaires are going to be made with this ecosystem in the next few months. It's going to be a pretty big deal, in my humble opinion. Solana back at 167. You know, I'm a dancing man right now. It got pretty hairy down at 120 and 119 there. You know, I had a boatload of money in Solana, so nice to see it get back up to 67. I'm back up 60K. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I can breathe, baby. I can breathe. If you're going on a live stream, make sure you live on the beach. Do you have the thoughts on XEN? Someone keeps asking about that coin like every single day. Chainlink has huge potential. What's up today with my way of speaking? It's kind of funny, but Chainlink has huge potential, right? Why, you know, and I put 100 grand in Chainlink in front of my whole trading group, and I talked about it. Adam, Chainlink, and Solana, right? And like, I wasn't trying to be a big shot. I was just going for, you know, more conservative gains over time. And I felt those coins had what it takes to get me to the top, right? And I'm just looking for 5x in each of those, turn 300 grand into 1.5 mil, right? How sweet would that be? You know, walk away into the sunset with my $2.5 million mansion here in Florida and call it a day, right? And find my piece of the pie. It's funny, you drive around, you see so many neighborhoods, so many houses that I could have been in that house. I could have bought. My whole life, I drove through nice neighborhoods and looked at beautiful mansions and was always like, I belong in one of those. Like, I want to look, you know, the perfectly manicured house with everything exactly how you want it. Funny, I talked about Chainlink recently, and, you know, I even said I could see it moving up to 21 not too long from now. That was a beautiful move for Chainlink as it gets to move all the way back up here to what, about $16. And, you know, Chainlink, we talked about it yesterday, right? As the institutional coin and the one that like the big boys are going to pick to RWA. And, you know, there's a bunch of other people that are with me on this idea. And so when I put my 100 grand in Chainlink, I'm telling you, without telling you, I'm telegraphing a story. I'm an action man. I can sit there and yap all I want and tell you, oh, I love this coin. Yeah. And I watch these guys. They talk like this, and you know, that guy, he kind of has a voice like this. Hey, you know that guy, he kind of talks like this. You know who he is? You know who I'm talking about? Who can guess who I'm talking about?
He's like, I like the coin, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to buy that coin.
Who here knows who I'm just making fun of? I'm not making fun, but who here's I'm doing an impersonation. Who here knows who I just made an impersonation of? He has a very distinct voice. I think I nailed it pretty closely too. Someone's got to know who I'm talking about. I want to see it. Anyway, I'm just joking around. No. Nah, Peter Griffin. This is Peter Griffin. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to go to bed. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put... Hey, Lois. No, he's a crypto YouTuber that he's actually pretty cool. He finds coins all the time, but he's like,
I don't know if I like this fact that this coin's going to be, I got to take a look at this coin and see how, that's really not a coin you want to be buying. That's not
funny. So yeah, you guys good. You guys haven't watched a lot of them, right? He's like, no. Horse guy, you guys are funny. You guys are funny, man. Yo, I like you. You guys are funny in the thing. The dude said Crypto Galaxy. He nailed it. He knew exactly. Yo, he knew it. He knew it was Crypto Galaxy. Yo, oh yeah. I think it's honestly, you ever get into someone's voice? Like I have a distinct voice. I can get addicting to hear, right? That dude's voice is similar to, he has it sits in your mind sometimes. That's all. I think he finds some good coins. That's all I'm saying, I don't know everything about him. I don't know everything about his channel. I've watched him a couple of times. That's all I'm saying. Chainlink getting above the 200 SMA in the 4 hour. I talk about that all the time. Our last consolidation, 15 all the way back to 22. Can we do it again? Right? And get back up into the sauce here. Get back up into the mix. Our resistance coming is going to be 17. We break above that. Chainlink moves like a gosh dang snail. I have to tell you that though. And it just made a pretty fast move away from the 21. So now it's going to have to flag out or do something, right, before it touches that 21-day moving average again. And then it can make another move. And that's kind of how Chainlink will slowly link itself, like a slinky, and move itself up, right? I miss Jordan. Come back, man. Jordan's not streaming right now? What happened to Jordan? He's streaming, right? When you look at the chart, what would be the first thing you look at?
My name's Jordan. I like Bitcoin, dude. You gotta get a sock. You gotta eat a sock.
Anyway. Great to see GFL make some moves up. There you go. Hey, Sam, when you look at the chart, what would be the first thing you look at? Price action. I take away the moving averages, and I look at support and resistance. Number one thing is support and resistance for me. You want to see the key levels that you've broken. You want to see the key levels that you're going to. Right? Beautiful. Look at that. Kind of an Adam and Eve double bottom there. It telegraphed the move when you saw the 50 coming for the 200 SMA. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Chainlink back at 18. And I hold a boatload of Chainlink, so I tell you, by doing it with my money, all right? Jordan had a family member pass away recently. He's back tonight. Okay, yeah. Funny, I'm not hating on anybody, and it's funny, but it's crazy, right? Like, mom and dad passed, and I never missed a day. Like, how I did that, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. Some people criticize me for it, right? But I just felt like my mom was talking to me, and she was like, don't you dare miss your stream. Don't you dare miss your stream. Like, we're prices. Like, we don't stop. Like, we're on another level. Like, we go all the way. And don't you miss your stream, And I was at an Airbnb that I was near my mother's hospital. It happened the way it happened. I was still able to come the next morning and do my live stream. I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting there in front of you guys, and I'm like, my mom passed away yesterday. Like, I never got to eat the turkey. It's like I came in the next morning and could see the turkey I never got to eat the turkey. Like, it's like I kept thinking, you salivate, right? I eat a little less that day, sometimes nothing at all, usually, right? And you wait, and you're just gonna have the biggest dinner ever. And it was gonna be, we were gonna go over the death of my father, and we were gonna cheers him, and maybe we would have left the seat open for him or something. I don't know how we would have done it, but there was definitely going to be that. And we were all kind of anticipating that moment for some closure, right? The family got together, and we were going to be like, and then we were just like, bam! Like, now you're going to get a double whammy, It was just crazy, right? Anyway, I shouldn't talk about it so much. I don't want to bring people down. I want the deaths of my parents to bring people up, to remind you that don't let death make an excuse for you to go down the tubes. Some people use death as an excuse to lose their job, to cry all day long, right? And to make things worse. And I had to dig myself up from after I lost, you know, and again, like, you know, that pays no homage to the person that passed, right? I pay homage to my mom, showing her that I'm strong enough to keep moving. And that was like the whole premise behind me not taking a day off, no matter who passed, you know? Sometimes it's impossible. You got to go meet family at a certain time. You can't, you know, the streaming stuff and all that. I get it. Everyone around me just knows how serious my streaming is, and they just realize that, like, that's just going to be part of life if you know me. I also am lucky that I don't have a lot of too much extended family that, like, you know, ask me to do stuff. So, did you cash out your FET bag? No way. Why would I do that? Did you say your last name was Price? ? Highly doubtful. But are you related to David Price out of Wisconsin? No, I'm not. No, there's a lot of Prices out there. Get it? I'm just... Anyway, I'm looking for chain link to make this beautiful flag to the upside. And I told you, I'm in chain link heavy duty. I'm also in Solana heavy duty. So again, we'll see what happens when the bull market ends. Will Sammy come out on top? Hi for your trading course on Saturday. Keep on pushing, Sam. Haven't missed a show in months. You're an inspiration. Shout out to the chef. Shout out to my awesome crew, man. I love you all. Everyone here is the best. We appreciate you. We care about you. And my wife loves you all. Vincent Price. My dad always joked that Vincent Price was related. He may be a distant cousin somehow. You know. The price is right. The price is priceless. Yeah, kids used to mess with me. Are you scooping Pocket? I own Pocket Network. I do. Yes, I own Pocket Network. I have a bag of Pocket. Yeah, for sure. Let's check out the fan funding. See if there is if what's going on here with the fan funding today. We got Mr. Market with $4.99. Thank you for sharing your strategies. I've got the ball now and I'm running with it. Risk management is number one when training. Amen. Shout out to Mr. Market for the $4.99. We love you for that. Olaf. Hey, sir, when do you expect altcoin season? Honestly, I just buy. I buy, and then altcoin season plays out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just know, I believe in this market, and I believe in the halving. And once I believe in Bitcoin's halving, I know we're eventually going to get a bigger move up. And so I just accumulate until those moves. And I keep money on the sidelines for when that move happens. So, altcoin season is almost here, in my humble opinion. So, a couple more months, maybe even in 2-3 weeks. If Bitcoin gets back above 67.2 and has that rippage, and then it breaks back the all-time high, the second Bitcoin pulls back or goes sideways again, altcoins are going to go crazy. And some altcoins are going to pump with Bitcoin. All right. GMC is on MEXC. GME is on MEXC. Thank you for saying that. And Tori, shout out to Tori in the house. We'll take a look at Seller for you. El Jefe, one love. God bless you, brother. Mike M. Thank you for all you've ever said. May you and your family receive everything you deserve in life and more. Keep being the voice. Pong May. God bless all the people here that gave a super chat. We love you. We appreciate you. Just wanted to shout you out, give you guys some screen time. Tori, RC Moore, Pong May, Mike M, Olaf, and Mr. Market. Many times I see people giving screen shares, and then the person on the show just doesn't even mention the super chat, and they wait, and eventually, it's like, and I can understand how that feels. So I always want to be, strive to be better. Sometimes I'm into the chart so much I don't do it as well. So I want to strive to be better. And always make sure we're kind of spotlighting our anyone that's throwing down on the channel. So God bless you all. We thank you so much. That's so supportive of the fact that people can actually give a super chat during the stream. So look like about 2 weeks accumulation before we pump. Yeah, your stream will blow up in the bear market when people want to short the market. Why does he keep saying that like that? It's weird. Thoughts on LP Live Peer? I am glad you're here every day. Love to have you during my lunchtime for being here. I get much more than just crypto from your live stream. Shout out to John Gagnon. John, we love you. We appreciate you, brother. And we thank you so much for the love. All right. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. That would greatly appreciate it on this Friday. Love you, brother. Yes. Hey, mate, any thoughts on ApeCoin? Friends Club on base. Scoop some with me friends. Friends Club on base. That's interesting. We breaking. We got the short squeeze, everybody, to the upside. I nailed it again for you. You were in some monies, and we nailed it. So shout out to everybody here that jumped into the trade with the lifer. You're in the gains. And we do this all the time. We show you how we do it. All right. It's not amazing, but it is a nice, strong pump to the upside. 66.5. Bang, 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 right? Man, I should have put way more in that trade, but beautiful short squeeze to the upside for Bitcoin on this Friday. And that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see the short squeeze. And wow, a nasty short squeeze. There we go, baby. 66.6 all the way up here. And can we continue up to the big bar there at 67,000? What a move to the upside. Sammy called the move. Who's in gains right now? Bang, bang, bang. Who's in the gains? And that's why we come to this live stream. It's not even about, I yap a lot. I talk. We go over life lessons, consciousness, ideas. But I show you how to make gains, man. You can talk about God. You can talk about all you want. But if you don't make gains, you know what I mean? Like there's people that are evangelists. God this, God that. And then they're just taking your money. They're not doing anything, You can talk about God as long as you produce for God's people. You need to be able to give God what you've been talking about. You claim to be a trader. You better be able to show them that you can show price action. You understand what's happening in the market. And again, thank my lucky stars. It's ripping right now. Beautiful move to the upside for Bitcoin. And this is the Sammy short squeeze. This is why they call me Sammy short squeeze, Sammy cup and handy, whatever you want to call me. But whenever I'm live, the fireworks happen, right? How many times have you been live and you've seen this? You've seen a liquidity grab when I'm live. How many times, everybody? Hundreds of times, So bang, bang, bang. And that's how you make a gain right there. That's a gain. That's a gain. That's a pretty nice breakout too to the upside there for Bitcoin. All right. No way, another squeeze. Who would have thought? Isn't that so funny? Who would have thought another little short squeeze on the live stream with the crypto lava? It's like all I do, man, is find short squeezes. Like we make a living out of this. Look, it's cooking. It's cooking like Brooklyn. Look at this thing. This thing is flying right now. Woo! Bang, bang, bang. And the kid does it again. All the way to 66,800 for Bitcoin. You're now in the gains. Like you can't complain. You're in the gain. You're now in the gains. You now are in the gains. You get to stop loss to breaks evens. You cannot lose the monies now. All right, you can't lose the money now. Again, the way I set up the trade was interesting today. I don't know, like it was just a weird way to set up the trade, But 19% gain. You got to look at the percentage. Like next time I'll put more in, or But man, this thing is getting crazy. They're getting crazy with it, and this is what we were looking for. This is the squeeze that we wanted. And usually a squeeze like this is usually like the price action will come back pretty fast. So a lot of times when things are shaking and baking like that, that's when I start to look to take some money off the table. All right. For me, I'll just mark it out of that. I'm just taking that quick money. Again, it was a very small trade for me. I didn't expect to even make the trade. I would have liked to make $400 on that move. I should have definitely 5x that. Way more, Sam, can you please take a look at TRB? We did look at it yesterday, I believe, right? In a falling wedge. Looks like it does want to break out. It looks somewhat bullish, even though I'm not a fan, right, of like the weird price action. So beautiful move. I took advantage of the candle and took my money. You do whatever makes you happy. I've learned so many times that when we're gyrating to sell into the gyration, and I could be wrong. They built more liquidity all the way up to 68,000 though. So beautiful move to the upside. We got the breakout. Let's take a look at what that 15-minute looks like here on the other time frame that I was watching. Look at the 1 minute. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. And then it even was just an ascending triangle. Like if you just traded this flag, right? Look at that, was a beautiful flag. And then the measured move, and it hit the measured move exactly. Unbelievable. Like, so I gave you 6 ways to skin a cat over here. Right? Now, the 15-minute came up pretty hard on the stochastics. It didn't give us a bigger move. I would have liked a bigger move than that. Remember, it is Friday, so I'm in and out a little quicker on a Friday. On a Tuesday, Wednesday, I might have let that trade run more. Trade differently on different days. Okay? Words can't describe how thankful I am to have you in my life. I'm going to smash it in life, and you're the man that caused this. Everybody, you're all going to do great. You're awesome people that believe in yourselves, and you're God's children. You're a blessing. Every one of you here is a blessing to God, men and women, all of you here, and you're going to do great with your lives. Okay, Like, that's what's going to happen because that's what you believe. You got this. You got this. Yeah, new coin on the radar too is PALOOSI. I saw it. How could you? Oh, man. Like, yo, it's so funny, man. Like, Nunsi, yo, you guys are things out of control. Look at it, it's just absolutely ripping. Wow, it went from 15 cents. Man. In one overnight, it just absolutely took off. Still got a tiny, tiny market cap, but it was 18 cents. Wow, it went to 80, 87. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Can I show everybody what you did? My daughter just made this super cool car with the mini wheels. You know, add some blocks. I think if you add a block, you'll be able to come off the side, right? Add a block, all right? You need just some blocks, that's all. But I like how it kind of does that. It still works that way, huh? It's interesting how you put the Legos on in a new way. Oh, but this one's the right one, so it doesn't have that little piece. Interesting. Oh, the glass right there. My daughter just made this. She's whipping up Legos, man. And you got a play date today? Oh my gosh. I love you. I love you. Come here, give me a hug. You're doing so great. Yesterday you were with your sister and you helped her so well. Look, she stayed low. She didn't want anyone to see her. She's so smart, man. I love you, Summer. Man, my kid's the best. I got the best kids. I really do. Everyone thinks that, right? But my kids are the best. They're beautiful. They're smart. They care about their mother. They're always there for their dad. They give me so much attention. Like, I'm so blessed, everybody. My family lets me know that I'm blessed. So put a 333 if you're blessed. If you love your family, put a 333 in the comment section, right? If your family's everything to you. Honestly, this thing might have legs on it. Tiny market cap, just getting started. Anything plowed, right? Like, wow, I would have loved to got in super. I guess last night it got the call. And it did get tweeted by our man Kyle, right? I saw that. And then gone. 4x, 5x really overnight. Remember, the market cap was tiny back then. It was like 300,000. So you got to be careful. Right now, it's actually ain't bad. Like, you know, so funny. Tucker is on my radar as a possible good one. PALOOSI, it looks like it's going to do numbers. I know I sound ridiculous saying that, but if any of the coin can go up, I mean, how could you not think that's funny, right? And how could that not gain some, you know? Anyway, but what are your thoughts on Portal Coin? I have a nice long going for the trade. It hit 731. Portal, interesting. Damn, Bitcoin can't break 66.5. Yeah, look, I took profits, right? I took profits at the exact right moment. And people look at me like, sometimes I sell early, but a lot of times I snipe exactly the moment in time. I sniped that, right? And didn't you wish you sniped it with me? But you were greedy, right? I shouldn't talk like that. But, you know, when you get greedy, you know, and again, maybe someone stays in this and this thing pops hard. Let's watch the 1 minute time frame and see what the 1 minute can do here. 1 minute's making another flag. Touching the 21-day moving average, getting low stochastics. Like, that looks like it's getting busy for another move. Let me see if the scalp is worth it. Oh, I missed it. But that's usually going to pump right there to the upside. Look at there it goes. I didn't have time to really. I feel like I'm jumping in a little late already if I jump in now. That target is 67,000 though, and then we're getting closer to where I really, really want to see this. And the liquidity is waiting for us right above us. You can see it. It's right there. So like this flag wants to hit this liquidity, and the liquidity is there for the flag. All, you know, and this is why I trade like that. Understand? 21 low stochastic, high volume node. We went through the gap. Likely we could continue to the upside. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Brenda gave it to you? It was Brenda's, but now it's yours. That's so nice of it. So sweet. I love you. How beautiful are you now? Wow. I love you, sweetheart. So bang, and then, oh, look. Yeah, let's see if we can get that little rejection there. Treacherous on Friday trading, so just be easy. I took 45% gains right before the show started. Took another 14 right now on Doge. The sauce works on everything. It really does. Hey, Sam, I've been following you for over a year now. You're absolutely awesome. I was wondering if I could get a free month in your Discord channel, please. Anyway, hope you will have a good life. God bless my wife. It's up to my wife, man, and she's like, you know what I mean? Mr. Price, which alien base? Yeah, I said base AI. I never said alien base. Yeah. Well, we did look at alien base a few days ago. Yeah. I loaded some alien base last night after people missed Aerodrome. It should rip. Hope everyone is having a blessed day so far. Amen. Look at this puppy cook, though. Look at this puppy cook. Cook, baby, cook. All right. So like you can sell and get back in. You know, have no fear. Like there's a new entry around the corner. See, people lose so much they're afraid to enter trades every time, and they're just like, every time I enter a trade, it doesn't work out, so they never enter trades, and it becomes their folly, right? And then their fear becomes their lifestyle, and that's the problem. Like always in fear, never being able to move, right? So. Now again, this one I would move the stop loss to break even, depending on the day. Like lower volume days, stop loss is getting moved quick. Smaller trades are getting taken. More liquidity days, I'm letting things rock, get up to their points, right? But I don't expect a huge pump out of nowhere today. Like the fact that we got that, I was like, wow. Like I mean, I love it, but I'm still surprised. You know, we hit it. It's awesome that we hit it. We nailed it, but it's still surprising, right? Because it's Friday. Like I don't always expect a lot out of Friday. If I get something out of Friday, pleasantly surprised, but I don't force it on a Friday. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, you know. Come on, Sam, give the juice every single day. Stop asking for more freebies. Shout out to Dreamland Slumbers. I love you, brother. Thank you for being here. I will close my long when we reach 100K, man. We got the pump last night. We did too. We really did. My man asking for a freebie. I made $400 a week at my job, and it's worth it to get in the 99. Amen. Thank you for saying that, Wild Deuce 234. No BS, just come on here every day and take notes and then put it to practice. Amen. Amen. I will close my long. It's crazy how many people they have like not interested. Like even the Google searches are down for cryptocurrency. And you got less people like, and that's what you want to see when you're buying and people aren't paying attention. You're usually in the right place at the right time, right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. That's like over time. Silva Master says, I'll put you in. Message BB at Crypto Lifer and tell her I sent you. Master friend, we love you. Sam, could you take a look at Tesla? So we short Slothana, the Slothana, I don't know. Do you own any ETH? It's one of the coins that I detest the most. Honestly, I used to like ETH a lot, but I don't go over ETH a lot anymore because to me, it doesn't have a circulating supply. Okay, and because it doesn't have a circulating supply, it resembles on use case and how much it gets used. Now, it is the most developed. More people develop on ETH, I think, still than any other coin, but Solana's fastly approaching it and catching up pretty fast. And the speed and the movement and just even the excitement around Solana, it far blows out Ethereum, in my humble opinion. I didn't put 100 grand in Ethereum. I put 100 grand in Solana, and I think Solana will also make me more money than if I put it in Ethereum. Ethereum's the first coin I ever bought. All right, I knew about it at $9, and I got in at 89. All right, maybe I bought some smaller coins on Bittrex. I can't remember exactly because I was playing around on Bittrex with little coins. But and look, this trade is now, you can now move this to break even, and now you can't lose money in this trade. All right, and there you go, you're in the game now. Like, you're nicely in the game, and I showed you exactly how to get in when we got in. I showed you why. I showed you, like, I like to use the 21-day moving average with stochastics RSI. Like, this isn't rocket science. You know, this is just having control over yourself and doing the same things over and over again and letting it play out. All right, letting it play out over time. Now, that might be a good place to take half off the table because that's a resistance point. I've seen it could be an M and we could dump from there. You know, we'd love to see the measured move happen. There's a 68% chance we'll continue, but you never know, do you? Right? So some people took profits here. That's why it wicks. You have to understand, like, there's reasons for all this behavior. from my charting and from what I'm looking at, it looks like we're going to hit the liquidity above us. We got BOOKMAP. It's a cheat code. BOOKMAP's telling us you're likely going to go up to this area now. You've got the liquidity. Why wouldn't you go there? And then we've seen it many times. Like you've done this with me on the live stream together. You're okay. You've got this. You can do this. I give you all the tools. I give you the confidence. I give you the ability. I show up every single day. We do this together every single day. All right. The only thing that's getting in the way is your doubt, the doubt in yourself. All right. Slice through like butter, baby. The problem with Solana security, make your money, but me, Solana will burst after bull run. Oh man, come on. You forgot to check portal for that dude that went long. We'll take a look at it. I didn't forget. Yeah. I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Don't tell me how to run the show, man. I appreciate it. Can you look into Turbo? Hey man, love your videos. Can you please have a look at Solana? We kind of did that already. I appreciate you though. Thank you. I see Caspa exploding once they implement smart contracts. You explain everything clearly and now trading makes sense. Amen. Yeah. I mean, I just did it for days on till end, you know. Can you look at ZETA boss, ZETA chain, ZETA. I just want to see us hit the target and then we can move on from BTC. Right? But now it's setting up pretty nicely, right? And even now, like sometimes what I'll do is like, that's another little flag there. Right? Look at that thing plowing. And I called it again for you, like exactly what to do. Like I'm a soothsayer of this. Blow on it, baby. Blow on that puppy and let it pop. And look, it's having issues at the previous, resistance area, which makes sense. Pop through, close the candle above, get the confirmation. Next candle closes, we're gone. Yep, we closed above with the wick, but we closed above. Now you need a candle to close above this wick. Keep it going, get the momentum. There you go. And then we flush these shorts, and then we have the liquidity. Like we know we have the liquidity. I've showed it to you. BOOKMAP tells us where it is. And we trade against retail, and I guess retail is shorting the market, I guess, and they don't. Look at all these people that are going to get liquidated right now. How come they can't see that the market's going to continue to move? If they knew what I knew, they wouldn't be shorting, right? But I guess they can't see what I see. So that lets me know that we have an edge in the market, because a lot of times when they liquidate a lot of people, we're watching it happen. So we must be smart money. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the smart, but we don't trade. We trade against retail here. All right. And I'm using what they call retail. Don't use simple patterns. They don't make no sense. Like I see these guys, they run these ads, right? Are you trading with patterns? You don't know what you're doing. It's like so crazy. Again, I use stochastics RSI. It's more than patterns, right? And the VRVP. Well, look at this puppy cooking, man, and look at our liquidity above us, right? And like a true professor, man, teaching you guys how to make it happen live. Like there's no way I knew this was going to happen. So how do I consistently show you what's going to happen day in and day out, Monday through Friday? This channel is just on point, man. And the price action has been amazing. God has been blessing us with opportunities. There's always opportunity. Like you could do this day in and day out and make money. I teach you every single day, and I don't know why people get wrecked trading leverage. Like, and again, I trade spot for a long time before I traded leverage. Right? And I'm just giving you some conversation while you watch this actually happen in real time, because it's like, what? And I never watched a YouTuber do this on a daily basis. I never did. Over and over and over again. This is insanity. And now at this point, I would take my money, because too many times the market has just ripped backwards on me, and I like to take my profits. So once I'm up about there, I'd be out. All right. Stop loss is now a break even. You can't lose. You could sell half here and see what happens. I would close the trade and call it a day. All right. A little bit of bearish div. That might be the end of the run, It's a beautiful pump. All the way. They miss a beautiful run. All right. All right. Okay, live. God bless again. Thank you for prayers yesterday. All glory to God. After you gave the prayer to Jesus Coin, now I gave my mom more. So humble. God bless you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the 7 sevens, man. Yeah, and you know, if Bitcoin starts to rip like this, Solana is the next in position. Solana is your buddy, right? Look at that nice pump. And it looks like we're gonna go to 170 for Solana. And I mean, I'm telling you, I got 252. And look, shoulder, head, right shoulder now. That's an inverted head and shoulder on Solana. Clear as day. So, you know my bags are packed. I got nothing else to say. Like, let's go, baby, let's go. So, Solana looking very interesting to me, and I could already see that it was going to pump. We talked about it yesterday. I started going over it a lot. I had my fibs drawn. Show you that it hit the 786 fib. Then it went to the 618 retracement. This little flag looked like it was going to break out, right? And Solana makes a pump, man. So, very interesting. And again, they try to get people to panic sell. They try to get people to get out of their positions, but like there was no way. Solana to the upside, man. Unreal. TRB portal SPR. Yeah. And we looked at SOLBTC. Remember, I spent a good amount of time on SOLBTC. Just kind of discussing how that likely is going to be the bottom. And I could see a big move for SOLBTC, 111% gains. And I said, if the market rips back up, SOL rips up, SOL will definitely outperform Bitcoin. This is obvious concepts, right? And there'd be this parabolic move to the upside out of this kind of cup and handle there. So I see SOL Bitcoin doing numbers. What's your idea on Bitcoin miners like Riot? I mean, I like Mara. I don't have GRDI. I got some Mara. You know, they take the hit when the mining comes out, but as Bitcoin starts to go up in value, they go up. And I think there'll be speculative on them. However, the miners didn't outperform Bitcoin, which I thought they would at you know, in comparative returns. So, I don't know. What I learned out of the whole lesson was to buy Bitcoin on the lows. But I own some miners, and I own my Marathon Digital, and we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I wouldn't be surprised if this does eventually hit 35, but it might take till January of 2025, you know? So, Bitcoin out of control to the upside. Sammy does it again. The target gets hit. Look at that. Insanity. Insanity. Another Swift trade entry right there. Move the stop loss to break even and call it a day. And Bitcoin hit 67,000. And we were even talking about it today. We were like, could Bitcoin just go to 67K and make the rip, right? And let's take a look now at that 15 minute. Starting to look really nice. And so this flag, like, they dipped it, brought it back inside. But where did I put this? I think I put this on the Coinbase chart. Yeah, there we go. I was like, I knew I had this. So look, and now this is, I also gave this trade, right? So this trade now, the stop can be brought up a little bit. And this trade was in at like 66,001. And now you're up like $1,000 on this trade as Bitcoin plows. And the 15 minute just really took off and broke above resistance, which is really nice to see. 1 minute broke out too. And I could see that this looked likely that we were going to get some type of move to the upside here for Bitcoin. It didn't start. This morning looked bullish. Then they came down first. It's almost like they did a false move Monday and they reversed the price action. But we could see the liquidity. I could see that we had 67,000 above us, right? So bang, bang, bang. Sam always bringing me gains. Who made gains right now with the lifer? I keep opening 200 trades and taking profits. Bang, bang, bang. Who's making gains with the lifer right now? And look, the 1 hour is about to flip and get bullish, right? The 4 hours flipping and looking bullish. Market's about to rip. Looks like we're going to go all the way to literally 71,000 today. There's just not a lot stopping us. Once we break 67.2, there's not a lot of resistance. A little bit of chop here, but we can easily soar to 71K. You can see it. It's open and ready. Everything's looking pretty nice right now for Bitcoin. So, Nice job, Sammy. Anytime, my friends. And look at that takeoff to the upside. And then I also gave you the scalp on the 1 minute in case, you know, in case you wanted more. I guess there's no reason to close this trade. Looks like it could continue to rip. This thing is just out of control. All right. Beautiful move for Bitcoin. Thing is pumping like unbelievable. This is craziness. Massive short squeeze into liquidity. Look at that thing go. Wow. Frozen, let it go. That thing is gone. And we showed you today how to use Bookmap efficiently. Like no other channel teaches you how to use Bookmap like this. No one else, man. I'm telling you, like we use Bookmap on the regiment and we show you where we're likely going to eat and we eat into that liquidity. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Look at that thing continue to rip. 67,102, 113. That thing wants more. Wow. 1 minute chart just absolutely taking charge. And again, if you don't use the 1 minute, it's hard to see this stuff happening. It really is. You're going to get away from the 21. Eventually, things going to have to, you know, it's not all up forever, right? So it's about paying yourself, resetting, not getting too carried away by the euphoria of the trade. But what a beautiful move for Bitcoin today. And that's all you need, really. You know, a couple times a week, you need a couple moves like this. And, you know, that's 9-10 trades a month, and you're good to go. All right. Nice work, Sam. Anytime. Life for doing magic as always. Tell your friends. Tell a friend. Yeah, and we only have 1,388 people here on the live. Like, why are we losing people on the live? It makes no sense, man. But who cares? I'm so appreciative of who I do have, man. Appreciate what I do have. Gratitude for the likes. Gratitude for the chat. Gratitude for everybody here. You know, smart. The people who are getting that education are getting that education. Right? Tell a friend, man. Jason Parrish says, love when you've been investing every day for 4 years in the market and you're up 20K in an hour. Putting shorts on ETH. Oof. I don't know. We're going to fly high, man. Pump the likes. The real ones are here. Amen. Amen. So now you're away from the 21. Beautiful pump for the 15, but you're likely going to have to revisit the 21. You see, like it's just the never-ending journey of the pump and the revisit and the pump and the revisit. I like to use the 7 minute the most. So here's the deal. There's 3 scenarios. We go back hard all the way back down, and this was just a liquidity grab. We continue to pump out of nowhere, which could happen. Or we eventually just make a nice, beautiful sideways pennant and we pump again later on. Whatever happens, it's likely eventually we do interact with the 21-day moving average, all right, on this time frame. See, it's about being consistent. Like, most people are going to get tired. This tires them out. Like, later on today, they're just like, I don't have it. Like, Bitcoin pumping to the upside. If you just jumped on in, Bitcoin getting a massive pump to the upside. We called it here on this channel. We gave you the live stream. We were actually live when I gave an actual live call right as Bitcoin was going to pump. Even before this, we got the pump. And then I gave, you know, a sell here and then a secondary entry right here. And Bitcoin ripped all the way to the target and some right in front of you live here. We talked about where to put the stop loss, how to enter, where the target was, when to move the stop loss into break even so that it was a risk-free trade, and then where the take profits was going down. And again, I'm not going to ever tell you what to buy or sell or how to do it. I'm just showing you this is how I would execute the trade. And I'm showing you every single day how trade executions can happen and how you can use stop losses, proper risk management, and not lose your skins in the game. All right. So if you're just jumping on in because of this Bitcoin pump, got you excited, Google got you searching, and you're here. My name's Sam Price. I've been trading for a long time, 15 years, maybe even 17 years. Since I was 25, I'm 41 now. Even 24, I started dabbling it up. All right. And do we pump for more now here? See, the smaller time frames give me the sauce. They kind of show me what's likely going to happen. Look, low stochastics say this thing wants to pump again. And they are just going into this liquidity zone of shorts. You would take this whole length of the bull again. And, you know, even though that flag is almost nil, this says you could go to 67,057. And I'm telling you right now, we break 60. This says we go to 68,000 today. This says we break all the way into 67,000. So this would make sense that this could continue to pump when these stokes get low, 21 day, and then we're gone again. Again, that's a very weak flag, in my humble opinion. But I just start drawing my next idea of liquidity. But there's a chance this little flag is all you get, and you're just gonna blast. This is becoming crazy. I see a move all the way up here now to 67,599. And when price action moves fast, use the small time frames to mold with it, to move with it. You know, nobody knows what's going to happen. So you find ways to track it. So I found ways how to track price action in real time while it's moving. See, that's the true skill. That's the next skill. Anyone can set up their trade in the 15-minute, take it, wait an hour, 2 hours, make gains. Can you actually track it live while it's in the 1 minute reforming itself? Can you reform with price? Can you be like water, like Bruce Lee? Can you just assemble yourself and reassemble yourself as price action's moving and find your way? This takes years of practice, but you'll get there, and you'll be doing it like I am in front of people live, like a freaking magician, but it will take you time, all right? You won't get to do what I'm doing without putting in the work. Everyone wants to do it, have fun, and look like the man. I know it's fun, right? But you got to put in the work. All right? You got to put in the work. It's fun to help people make gains and to educate people into how to make gains and to watch people make the gains with the education that you give them. That's the most amazing feeling on earth. Empowering others means that you can build an energy force bigger than yourself. And if you can build an energy force bigger than yourself, you can leave a legacy. If you leave a legacy, you're doing something right with your life. All right? Stochastics tell me this is about to push for more. Crazy. Would it be risky to enter another trade right here? It's a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. Yet again, it's just so fast. I love this though. 67, about to crack my resistance at 67,002. The area that I'm really looking for. Look at that thing pump like a freaking... Look at that thing. It's going to go right to 67. It's going to break 67 too. It's going to go right into the liquidity. We've got the liquidity waiting above us. There it is. More short squeeze. There's enough shorts. They just don't care. They want it. They keep opening up shorts thinking, oh, this thing's going to dump. But the power of the stochastics RSI and the flag, and that's a weak flag. I'll tell you, usually that's crisp, but maybe the 30-second chart probably looks pretty good. And there we rip. We rip, and the screen starts to shake when we rip hard. Can't even handle it on the 1 minute. The computer's fanning out. The bubbles are moving. And look, we're getting more movement to the upside here now for Bitcoin. Bang, bang, bang. Man, and we called the reversal just the other day, 2 days ago. It just is nuts. We called the exact long at the right time on that 4-hour time frame. That's crazy, right? That will turn green, and that I don't see how that doesn't just fill the gap now and pump all the way to 67.5. And then we go to 68,000. This is insanity. Bang, Friday breakout pump. Amazing. I love it. This is above average on volume on Friday. Yeah, this is amazing volume on a Friday. You kidding me? Shorts don't know what to do. They're getting spanked, you know. And you have to remember, too, there's ETF inflows, and eventually those inflows are going to come. Eventually enough people are going to buy more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin, and it's just going to take over the people that are selling. And just too many people are FOMOing for the price. Now people that were told they were going to get the 50,000, the low prices, they never got 53. They waited, even people that watched my channel one day when I was slightly bullish and misinterpreted what I said, I'll wait for 53 then. Because that's what the lifer said, you know what I mean? Instead of saying, what did he really say? Is he know nothing but the fact of his own ignorance. And then watch him, he did buy $2,000 worth of Bitcoin today, didn't he? Interesting. He says it looks bullish unless he gets back above a moving average. He says he doesn't like the look of it. It's overall more bearish than bullish, but he still bought Bitcoin. So like, I'm analyzing the markets. I have no idea where it's going to go. I'm taking the probabilities. When I see a lot of bearishness, I'm buying, right? That's how the market works. So Shout out to the 1,472 people here on the live. Let's get it in. 591 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. We're educating people so they can learn how to make gains. Let's go. Let's see this thing pop all the way to 67.5. Come on. Come on. Come on. We know you got the zone. We got the liquidity. We got the API liquidity, right? You see it happening here on BOOKMAP. It's usually a violent candle move. Just brah, brah, like that one was and that one was. Crazy what we just watched, right? And it's the 1 minute chart. It can give you so much information. The 1 minute. Whoever would have thought, right? They told you to stay off that 1 minute, Johnny. You're going to get wrecked. Don't you go touching those 1 minute charts there, boy. They're going to take your money. There we go. Another green candle close there. Now we're making a bit of a flag. Now we're overbought on the stochastics. It's kind of like, okay, nice little run up. I just don't see how we don't flush all the way. 68K really says we're going there. We want 68 and we want it now. 68,000 is a big deal, right? Like that kind of gets away from those low 60 naysayers and we start ripping again and the market starts to really get back in action. So exciting times. Big change in both logarithmic equation at this range. Probably plot is 87 for parabolic movement. God bless you, hunches, man. Twitter sentiment can be, yeah. How long do you guys often hold shares? A week, 2 weeks, a month? It depends. Shares? Did he say shares? That's hilarious. Sorry, I just have to laugh. We don't hold shares. We trade crypto, boy. It all depends on the trade. Like these are in and outs, right? I just raised my target to 67.8 now. Now you got a little flag here brewing. Another flag. 67,000. We're above 67.2. I am in heaven right now. All right. I'm in heaven right now. And then Solana just blasting to the upside. Markets back up. Accounts are back up. It's Friday. People are going to go to sleep happy. Are you kidding me? Why are they doing this to us? Making us feel too good on a Friday afternoon. Look at Solana just ripping. Absolutely ripping. And now Solana's at like 170. Amazing. I'll take it. Couple days it rips from 140 to 170. I shouldn't have shorted. It's okay. I'm learning. I'm only 18. Shout out to Dennis the Menace. It's okay, man. God bless you. Just come to the channel and learn every day here. We're not here to ridicule or make fun of anybody. It's not easy. Trading is not easy. It's a daily. It's something you got to do every day to get better at, right? Honestly, you should be blessed that you lost because my losses became my wins. All my pain of things that I didn't do or, they became, okay, I got to figure this out then. They charged me to get more focused and more disciplined. So, your losses are really just your ability to get more disciplined and focused. So they're positive. It's weird in a way. It's really strange. Like your losses are the most positive things because when you look back on your life, it's very similar to being at the gym. And in the gym, you do it. But when you rip your muscles, I consider that like a loss in life. Like when I go through a loss, it's like I'm getting my muscles ripped, my mental muscles. And I have to get over that loss and figure out a way, right? I'd say that there's going to come a time where we got to come back to this 21-day moving average now on like the 7. We had our fun on the 1 minute, but eventually the 1 minute just can't continue. We're going to have to reset here, come back to the 21 on the 7 minute time frame, and then another flag can ensue. Amazing what we just witnessed today here on the stream. If you are watching live, I set up this 15-minute straight trade right here that ended up booming to the upside beautifully. We then even gave you a scalp on the 1 and then another scalp on the 1. And all 3 trades are up in the money right now, depending on however you wanted to take it. So I gave so much ideas here today. It was pretty awesome. Let's take a look at TRB. Someone asked about it in the live. We're going to take a look at Portal as well. And we're going to get into those super chats. We appreciate you and we thank you. So TRB, yeah, the last time we looked at it, it just looked like it was in a flag on the daily, hugging the 200 SMA. As long as it stays above that yellow line, and it looks like it can get a move. After that crazy spike up and down, I don't really like trading TRB, but anything could happen. And it's got this kind of, double bottom. It's not real. I like more rounded cups, but it's, it's got that rounded downward movement. All right. Would be great. Position to sell off a 3% loss. I don't know what he's saying. God bless you, Chris. I hope it's all right. Very true. Best life lessons aren't what people tell you, but what you learn from your mistakes. Yeah. Sam made 11 good trades. About to lose my profit. I need a small return to 67 to minimize my losses. It's 67 right now, though. What do you mean? Or back down? That was funny, Sammy. Thanks, bro. Shout out to Judge Bibbles. I don't know what I said that was funny, but I hope, So TRB looks like it could continue to the upside. It's hugging a POC, the 200 SMA, and it's getting tight moving averages. Likely a move is coming for TRB. It says 100% gains are coming for TRB. So, and it's funny, once this market rips, it rips up so fast, and it's like right back to bull run again, and everyone's like, wait, what happened? Like, and if you weren't in it, you weren't paying attention, and you don't have, you don't have yourself positioned. It's just, so. I believe Bitcoin is whole forever since the future is looking bright for Bitcoin. Less than 3% away from a 2022 all-time high. Amazing. Near keeps ripping too. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm bullish on TRB. Let's take a look at Portal. Also, Portal just got beat to the ground. I remember when I first came out, I had that little rippage and then absolute beatdown. It's starting that idea, these kind of slanted Adam and Eves, right? You'd have to really, truly believe in this project and think it's going to do numbers to get in right now, though. So shout out to you for jumping on in if you believe in it. But you're definitely buying the low. You're not chasing the top. But for me, that's high risk. And yeah, I don't know. Stochastic's a little high. You got tight moving averages, though, about to gap up to the 200 SMA. Probably is likely your bottom. And this thing could start to do numbers. If it even made it through the gap, it gets back to $2, all the way from 80 cents. But it's high risk, right? You have to really, really, I'd say, do more research. Or not you do, but a person would have to do a lot of research and really believe in this project to buy that low. But, and I'm not calling the bottom there, but if it is the bottom, that's what it would look like. But I don't like this project enough to call the bottom on it. And to really, but either you're buying the bottom or you're not at this point, right? That's so you have to have conviction in that move. SPR Spirit. So whenever I look at something, I look at it on the bigger time frames. So I look at Spirit Airlines on the weekly. You can see it had resistance at 52. Then it had resistance at 37. And then it bounced off the bottom. It's bounced many times from the low at 15. And then it ripped all the way back up to 36 where it got rejected. Oversold in the weekly now, getting there. So, looks a lot like Bitcoin in a way. It's funny, it looks like Bitcoin. It's a little strange because it's like identically following Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has a bigger candle on the weekly, but it's been going down on the weekly for 6 or 7 weeks, and it pumped up when Bitcoin was pumping. Just pretty weird, right? And look, you got a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. See the inverted head and shoulder that broke out? See how stocks play out just like the crypto? It doesn't matter. Tight moving averages on the weekly. That's a sign that a big move is coming. And honestly, I would take this whole length. It suggests that a really bigger move is coming for this, possibly all the way to 55. So Spirit Aero Systems, which actually that's Spirit Aero Systems. They're the company that makes the stuff behind Boeing. This isn't Spirit. I just want to make that clear. Spirit is a different system, right? I want to make that clear. I believe this is a different company because I did my research the other day and that's what I was finding. I just want to make sure, right? Anyway, this thing looks bullish to me. Despite the recent headlines and what we're seeing, the chart itself looks bullish. Again, if it loses this key level, it is losing the 200 SMA in the 3-day, but it's about to have a bullish cross. Like, the weekly looks beat down, like it's making a higher low. So maybe it comes down to the point of control. Maybe it comes to the 200 SMA at 26, but a lot of resistance here, and it's sitting at support. It looks oversold in the daily too as well. So I don't know. This looks bullish to me. Like it's going to make a move back to 55 at one point. But I could be wrong. Yeah. You said when you're trying to do, and remember we went over PALOOSI. BREV for wrapped AVAX. I mean, tiny market cap, really. Like, to me, it's not really even about the time on the chart. It's about the market cap, but I'd use all the same moving averages here. I mean, that thing just looks like a rug pull. Like, it's down at, you either hold this thing and hope it comes back or you don't. I don't know what to say about that, right? So the run happened. After the run, price action has to find its way again back to the 21 day. So we're looking, or the 21 and the 7, whatever you know. But so we're looking for the 21 moving average to come back on the 7-minute time frame. And if it does, that's the next flag I would be willing to take. But I want to make sure we're touching the 21 again before we can pump. But beautiful move to the upside for Bitcoin. I love that we went to 67,000, like 300, 400. Amazing. Super excited. Hope you made some gains with me trading today on the live stream and hope you had a blast. I love everybody and I thank you for being here. I'm going to give you the knowledge that helps you actually get paid. A lot of people just draw lines and do stuff. I'm going to show you how it actually works. And I'm going to teach you. I'm going to say, hey, this is going to go from here to here, likely. And you're going to see it happen on the live. And you're going to be like, wow, I just learned live how this dude did this. And now I believe I can do it too. I can empower you to believe in yourself. That's what this stream's about. It's about believing in yourself. Every single day I go live, I have no idea what the stream's going to do. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to lose in front of everyone, win in front of everyone. We didn't know this pump would happen the way it did. But you show up and you put your best foot forward and then bang, something good happens. And everyone calls you lucky. Oh, he's so lucky he got to live stream and it pumped for him. But he's live streamed every single day. It's the saying about bread on the water. An old man goes and a young guy's walking to work. And as he walks by, he cuts through a park. And there's a man sitting at the park throwing bread in the water. And he looks at the man and he sees the man throw 2 threes of bread. And right as the man throws bread, birds come out of nowhere and fly into the pond and start to eat the water. And the boy is walking so quickly, but he stops for a second and he just says he can't believe it. So he goes to the old man and he says, how'd you do that? How did you know the birds were going to arrive right then? Like you threw it and the birds arrived. He said, I didn't know the birds were going to come. He said, every day I sit here and I throw bread on the water. Because sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. Right? See? So what that story means is you don't win every day, but you try as hard as you can to win every day. And you put your best foot forward every day. And then days you do win, you win hard. Right? And that to me, it's kind of like it's an analogy for trading. You put your bread into the market. Sometimes they take your bread. Right? It just soaks into the water and no one eats it. Other days the birds eat it. I guess it's like a win. You see them eat it and you get what you came there for. Bread in the water. So whenever you're trading, think about that bread in the water. Whenever you want to give up, thinking about that bread in the water. Whenever you want to take a day off, you think about that bread in the water. Whenever you don't think you have enough, you think about that bread in the water. And it's funny how it's always bread. Jesus made the loaves of bread, right? It's just funny, but and the music stops. It just always stops right at the right time, right? Waffles doing nothing right now. Wait, hold up. That may not be the right Waffles. I think it's Waffles the cat. Nope, that ain't it. It's so hard finding the right coin these days. That's what's so annoying about this market. It's the one with the money sign, Waffles, right? This is it here. I mean, you guys keep rallying around this coin like it's hot, but like it can't seem to get above like a $5 million market cap, you know? You even had the Adam and Eve that it pumped from and came back down again. People push their meme coin on all our communities, hoping that they'll get some love with it, right? I mean, it isn't a falling wedge. Maybe it did, you know, eventually could break out and get back to a penny. And it is his funny coin. You never see, he didn't make it, but like someone made it, you know, a community made it and kind of got behind him. But it's Da Vinci's. So here we go now. Look, yeah, you're going to get that pullback now. So don't be surprised. Like, people see the pullback and they freak out. If you're just looking at the numbers right now, you're like, oh, now we're losing 67. Oh, man. But this is what happens. You get a beautiful run up. You take your profits. You wait for things to reset again. That's why you don't want to get caught up on the 1 minute. At one point, you got to zoom out from the 1 minute. And that's what I'm getting better at that too. Like, okay, I'm out of the 1 minute now. I've used it what I could use it for. Let me zoom back out. Let me get back into the set. You know, let me understand the 7 minute has to reset. Now the 7 minutes overbought. Like, let me give the 7 minute its due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So like, see, this is what you learn after doing this for years. Like, you learn what time frames to let cook, what time frames to zoom out to. All right. And I'm not saying this rally's over, but it definitely says that we have to come back to this 21. All right. And interesting enough that the 4 hour did damage as it did without coming back to the 21 as much as it did. Right. So crazy how another move to the upside for Bitcoin. Can you check out SKYAI on MAZZE? We'll check out SKYAI. And a new coin just hit the market on MAZZE. MAZZE, right? We were talking about it. It's holding 7 cents pretty sideways right now. We'll see what happens. Almost an Adam and Eve there, rounded bottom. We'll see what happens. It could go to 0. Who knows? Anything could happen to it, but we'll see. MAZZE, right? A coin you asked was SKYAI. That thing looks like a rug pull, man. It's at the bottom of its barrel. Went from like 120 bucks to a mean. I don't know. That thing looks like that's sketch. Yeah. I'd stay away from that coin. Like, what happened here, right? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. That's garbage. Yeah, it looks like that looks like a rug to me. The short looks obvious, but wouldn't be surprised if we pump again. So what I do when that happens is I reset and I just look at where we're at. What if the 1 minute wants to get busy one more time, right? See, that's what I'm always stuck behind. And what I do is I don't have the answer to everyone wants the answer. Like, what do you do then? So what I do is I just keep trading the smaller time frames until they kick me out. Usually they reward you so much, eventually you're just like, all right, fine. I'll trade you again if you're going to give me the money, you know. 68,246. I'm not taking the trade. I'm just looking at what if I did take the trade. $150 for $450. I think it looks like it's gonna pump, honestly. None of those charts look like, I know, right? Can we get a BA on Boeing now? Injury started a new job at Spirit and they laid off 450 employees. I'm staying off of that, man. I like my life, man. I don't want to even look at that chart. So crazy, right? I don't want to be involved. So crazy. Sammy, God bless. Have you looked into the new Bitcoin meme coins before? Low MCs. I do. We'll take a look at them. There's more coming out. I like this one, Dog, right? That's on my radar on the meme pool. Dog go to the moon. So Graph Link layer 1. I just feel like the 7 has to come back to the 200 SMA. I wouldn't trade this right now. You know, I'd cancel this, even though it might look cool. This 7-minute has to come back to the 200. I'm sticking to it, and I don't want to get anyone like too crazy on that smaller time frame sauce. Like, it was there when we needed it, but now it's not. It's not the time. Only bonk, baby. Only bonk. I feel you, baby. I feel you. You're a bonk guy. I get it. Bonk to the moon. Nothing else. Beautiful move. We still got 68,000 too as liquidity. And they built this lower volume, but I mean, come on. 64,000 is all they got, right? So a lot of fun in the time market. Maybe a good time to get in. In the time market? What is a time market? A lot of fun in the time market. Interesting. Oh, time, like the thing time? Yeah. Check out SHIB. Looks amazing. Honestly, a lot of the coins, all these altcoins, Doge, SHIB, you know, WIF, we've been putting out charts for them. They look good to me. Yeah, look at that SHIB on MEXC. Number one, I see the shoulder, head, shoulder. Complex head and shoulder. You left the flag, broke back inside. It almost looks too easy, right? Like SHIB's going to break out and just continue to pump. But on this next leg up, it's likely going to be the Shiba Inu show, right? So that's what we see happening. You finished it? Oh, this is a different one, right? This one looks so much like the other one, so I couldn't tell. So cool. Oh, and you got little wheels now. So awesome. Tighten them up for you there. Ooh, yeah, he's breaking the Legos now. Put that back. I like that. So cool. Little controller. I love you, sweetie. I'm almost done. I like Shiba. Shiba can get all the way here to 5.7. And see, I'm working, but I can see my kids while I work, right? Who else can see their kids while they're at work? I mean, I love it. I love what I do for a living. I would never want to lose or jeopardize my ability to do what I do, right? That's why I don't use the profanity. That's why I keep it on track. And again, sometimes I go off different ideas, but dude, SHIB looks beautiful. Like, this is what we live for. Like 618 Fibonacci retracements, 130% gains coming out of SHIB. Like, that looks very likely to me. So again, these are the times where you get ready for a bigger trade. People don't get that. Like, they want the fast money. The fast money comes in the fear when you don't know what's going on, but you accumulate. It's like, it's I don't know. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but I can show you over time that you got to use the fear to your advantage, right? These are beautiful consolidations for big time coins, all meme coins that have giant, you know, pretty big market caps that can really pump. Well, you look at Orange. Now, Orange is BRC ecosystem, right? You know, I still hold my Orange and I hold it. Wow, dang, why did I have to dump so bad though, right? BRC 20, just people lost a lot of faith in it. Like it just even the Rune thing was a little weird, right? Rune built a lot of things up, got people to sell off whatever they had to get into runes. I think it created a bit of a frenzy, and it kind of it lacked luster, right? It didn't perform as well. It seemed a little. There was even some like discrepancy in the community, whether if you know, I don't know. I want to get into it because I don't know everything about it, but it just didn't seem to have the best launch, right? And interesting to see Orange all the way back to 23 cents. I mean, we got into Orange still low at 11 cents, but dang, man. Then it came up. I still have faith in this project and I hold it long term, but wow, it got beat to the ground. I'll give you that to you. Now you just have to wait for this BRC ecosystem to wake up and see if Orange can make a move. Not a lot of even good, structurally in price action. It's really hard to say. It's just a falling wedge now at this point. Yeah. That's tough, man. WIF, to me, it does have a descending triangle type of look, but it's in this little flag, and it's getting oversold in the daily, and all these little altcoins are just getting busy. So I feel like this would follow suit with the memes and continue to pump, but only time will tell. It also goes well with Solana. It's like a Solana mover. Solana moves WIF. So I see WIF making a move. To be safe, you wait for it to break out and retest 333. All right. But the aggressive entry would be now for WIF. Aerodrone Finance on Coinbase. Now, Aerodrone broke out. Very bullish coin for me. And then I looked at that 4 hour, looking for the 4 hour to make a move. And so far, the 4 hour did make its move. It's up 6 or 7%. I see the 4 hour pumping all the way to the 200 SMA, back to about 130. So it's already starting its journey, and it's up since I talked about it. I see it continuing. And that's Aerodrone, right? Nothing else to say. It's doing what I said it's going to do, and looks like it's going to continue. My target for Aerodrone is 131. All right. Bang, 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 bang. ZETA Chain, which is another holder of mine. And that's the thing, a lot of coins haven't even gotten their chance to really brew and boost and get a boom. But look, everything's kind of consolidating in these little flags, and that tells me we're going to get a boom too. This looks interesting. ZETA Chain, however you want to call it. I like ZETA, Catherine Zeta Jones. I'm joking around, but look at this thing getting up to 48% gains. Michael Fugless. That could be a funny one, right? It could be Mogul Fugless. Like, there's just so many funny ones, man. These little memes, right? But I could see this thing pumping to 244. Market's starting to get frothy again. And this thing just slowly capitulated down to $1 again, and then back up. It's now at 166. I see ZETA Chain doing numbers over time. Just going to take its time in the market to get back up, but I see it hitting 244 not too long from now. I really do. That's enough to put in the group. And now ZETA Chain doesn't seem to pump hard. Like, it doesn't get like the buzz and the pumps like a Pepe or something like that, but it tends to move throughout a week or two and eventually hit its target. So I see a move for ZETA Chain. There will be better opportunities when the market starts to rip right now, though. We're just getting started with kind of looking at altcoins again, starting to post a lot of altcoin charts. As you can see, like, we're going to start dipping our toes back in. Right? Funny, Maneki has been trending over and over again, right? And funny, we talked about Maneki last night on the live stream, right? And it was trending up 100%. Look at it. There it goes, 100%. I lacked faith because it just didn't, but there it goes. Look, up 100%. And again, that's how good token metrics can be. Like, look, Maneki, most trending, and it was most trending for 3 days, and then it hit. It's like simple. Buy what they tell you is most trending. Not every time. I'm not, I don't do it blindly, but it can pan out, right? Also going to look at BICO for you. Biconomy is also trending right now, so why not we kind of look at there. But Maneki was on the radar. I talked about it, went over it. I think I even talked about it to the trading group. Let's see here. Yeah, new coin alert trending, not saying to buy it, but now we observed it before we did not know it even existed. Maneki. And I did put it out yesterday at 8 in the morning, and it is up 100% now. It's kind of crazy, right? So, I'm not saying I made the call. Like, some days I'm like, I'm about to get in. This looks hot, and then it goes up. I'm like, I make that call. This, I didn't know it was going to move as fast as it did, but shout out to Maneki for making gains. Unbelievable. But again, I combine a bunch of different data to figure out what's likely going to be hot, right? So again, I found Maneki, right? I'll find another hot coin. We're going to continue to do this over and over and over again. So if you missed 100% gains, no worries. We're going to do it again. This is what I do for a living. Bang, bang, bang. All right. I got 500,000 crypto and 11 in fiat. What coin should I invest my 11 in? You're funny, right? And I want to look at BICO. BICO. What, you don't know BICO? Oh, you don't know the BICO. I am sorry, I'm being weird. All right, let's take a look at BICO economy. BIConomy. Nice pump up. It's funny. Sometimes they say it's trending and it's already kind of pumping too. So I'll get, token metrics. You kind of want to see it a little beforehand, but that's why we combine forces. All right. It's not just one thing that we look at, but trending and the 2-day chart retested it, got very close to the 200 SMA. This thing's probably likely going to pump again. It's going to go the length of this. It's going to act similar to a cup and handle, right? Like this is a cup, that's the handle. And so your next target for BICO would be 119. I see a lot of move, and again, I wouldn't buy the break. It's like buy the breakout type of trading. I don't do that. I'm not a buy the breakout trader. That's a breakout. But what I would do is go to a smaller time frame, the 1 hour. Find out where that 21 is. Look for some type of flag. Like I know that the 2-day chart looks good to me, so I just got to position myself into this slowly, or I could DCA $500 at a time, right? So. I like that you mentioned Aerodrome. Haven't invested in it yet, but it was on my radar. Yeah, we got in Aerodrome pretty early. So right now, like if you're in my trading group, we made a bunch of awesome calls. We're up pretty nice. Now I'm coming out with new coins and things that I'm DCing into. So if you're just joining into, you're going to find out what we're going to DCA and add to. We're going to find out about real world assets. You're going to find out about what the narratives are for the bull market. And, still a great time to get in, but you are going to see that we were in a lot of other things early bird style, and we go from there, right? So watching BIConomy, definitely an interesting coin to keep on the radar as well. A lot of coins we went over today, unbelievable. I'm just super excited to see where we go. I'll be posting new token metrics information since I didn't get to do it last night, so look out for that in the trading group. All right, and I'll be looking out for more coins and things that are hot too as well. All right. Bitcoin just kind of doing its thing in this little flag here. But to me, it's more likely that the 7-minute cleans up. But there's a chance this still does numbers. We're still looking up to that $68,000 liquidity because BOOKMAP has liquidity at 68K. And so usually we don't give up till we hit that spot. And it says we're going to hit it, 68,000. So look for this to consolidate. Watch the 1-minute time frame. Watch the 7-minute. I'm watching the 7-minute for a move back to the 200, the 21, right? That's kind of what I've been doing right now. It looks likely that this 21 and the 7 will combine, and then we can get ready for our next leg to the upside, back to 68.8, 68,000. So I'm not in a trade right now. I just want to make that clear. Do you have chronically stuffed nose, Sam? No, I do not. No, my nose is not stuffed at all. Yeah, not at all. It may be like something that you hear from the mic or something, but it's not. No, I do not have a stuffed nose. My nose is perfectly clear. There you go.
If my nose was clear, I'd be talking out of my nose.
But thank you. I've neti potted 1,000 times in my life, man. I'm a conscious dude, man. I've been around the block. Trust me. I don't know it all, but I know a lot of stuff. God bless you, Sam. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Ray Gutowski. Thank you for being here, man. God bless you. You know what I like about life? No drama. I love that. Had to leave. Amen. Sorry about that. Anyway. Yeah, I don't even want to mention what you said because I'm not into that drama, man, at all. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when we post our next video. Looking for the 7-minute to make. It could make a sideways flag, or we don't know exactly how the flag's going to be, but I'm projecting a flag, and then that's going to be my next move. So shout out to anyone that went along with me today in the live. We were able to see it. We were able to make it happen. They tried to catch us at the beginning of the day, but that was just getting too caught up. When we looked at the bigger flag here, we could see a move coming, and we got the breakout. That trade's still valid right now. Stop loss to break even on that 15-minute. So The show was amazing today. If you missed the show, Falcon X is launching 4 hours. Have a successful pre-sale on Pink Sale and has KYC, Docs, owner, and dev. And it's a DEX utility project. Come check it out. Falcon X, thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. I guess who made the daily Bitcoin top? We might go sideways like yesterday. I'd be watching this flag of the 7. Don't speculate too hard. Just let the charts tell you what's going to happen. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow. We will do a bang. And how's the get up on your Escalade? The Escalade's sick, man. I love it. It's awesome. Yeah. I got the dark brown interior. It's hot, man. They try to distract you with the drama, but they don't have the focus of the discipline. It's why I come here and stick with Sam. A safe haven and a refuge from some... Sorry, you're funny. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate all that you do. Shout out to Purple Haze. Shout out to Dennis Kuva. Shout out to D Spear, Crypto Bellico, Blair Stevenson. All the awesome people here on the live that support me. I appreciate it. It is a small business. We love all of you that support the business. I teach class tomorrow, the last day. I can't believe I forgot to talk about class today. I messed up so bad. But hey, it's my will then, right? But I teach class the last Saturday, tomorrow on May 18th. I teach class. I was supposed to talk about it today and mention it. It was a big deal. But I teach class tomorrow. If you want to jump on in, I just want to see as many people take advantage of that class as possible. I think $150 is a steal for the information that I'm giving away. So you can get to class by hitting the link. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. You might have to email now just because it's getting closer to the time. All right. You never know, man. This 1 minute may get busy. We got that liquidity at 68,000, so it's got me thinking. It's got me watching the smaller time frames a little more than I normally would, just in case there's a move. That looks pretty bullish to me. And then it's all about support and resistance. Like, we now have support above 67,000. Like, if we can hold above 67K, this thing can moon, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we start moving back to 68,000. There's liquidity there. I could do this all day long. Everyone, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for jumping on in, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for a quick update, and then Saturday night for the 8 p.m. stream. So I love you all. I'll see you throughout the weekend. I don't take the weekends off. You can see I don't take Fridays off because you never know when the market's going to move. If we took Friday off today, we would have missed the move. And I don't like missing the move. So blessings on blessings. I'm so happy it happened during my live stream. God bless us again with the opportunity to show up and actually also capitalize on the market. So today will be a blessing. I'll look for the rest of my day. I have to stay blessed because the market moved when I was live. Like, to me, that's, you know what I mean? Call it lucky, call it whatever you want. I got blessed today. And so for the rest of a lot of times the live makes me, for the rest of the day, I can't be upset because when the live goes well, what else can I be upset about? You know what I'm saying? So I have no reason. Honestly, this life is too beautiful to be upset about anything. Life's too short to hate anybody or anything. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Live in love. Push yourselves to the limit. And, go after your dreams. Make it happen. You can. You will. You are the best. Become a co-creator of your reality. You got this. The secret to success. You know what the secret to success is, right? It's getting started.